What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Zeal Cigar review. Now, you might notice that something is a little bit different, and we figured after Bradley's 50th birthday and after the raffle and all the shenanigans that it would be a good time to probably take down the picture. Now, I'm not going to do any kind of like drama-infused video of me removing it, playing sad songs. I think you guys understand the impact that Bradley Reith had on everybody, including you guys, myself, the cigar industry, YouTube is in general, right? So this does kind of lead me into the conversation around the cigar I want to talk about today, and kind of implies the way of guys like Bradley Reith are a dying breed. And we're going to talk about the dying breed cigars all next on the Zeal Cigar Review. So the Dying Breed cigar is a really cool, unique cigar. We have two different blends of it. The first one that we're going to talk about today is the Connecticut. Now, the Connecticut is an Ecuadorian Connecticut around mostly Nicaraguan, Condega, and Jalapa fillers. Comes in two sizes. You got the little 5x50 Robusto, and then you've got a 6.5x54, kind of like a Grand Toro or a Sublime, if you will, is one of the sizes they would call that. Today we're going to be smoking the Robusto of the Connecticut, and then in a video to follow I'm going to smoke the Maduro. But yeah, you get a nice little sampling of the two here. You get a little four-piece action here of the four different cigars. The Maduro on the other end, we'll talk about in the other video, is a Mexican San Andreas. Now, I'll be honest, this Dying Breed, when it first came in, there was some controversy. There was some feelings that Brad thought that this might be similar to another cigar that we were having made by a different manufacturer, and he was really concerned that there was a possibility we were getting the same cigar by two different people. As it turns out, they were not the same cigar. Although we did sit back here, smoke, and have arguments for probably a good 30 minutes to an hour to 2 hours to probably longer than that, about whether or not this cigar was the same as the other ones. It was not. But with that being said, guys, in order to tell you guys about this Dying Breed Ecuadorian Connecticut, you know what we got to do?
We got to cut light and
smoke. So again, we're looking at an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper around Jalapa and Condega Nicaraguan fillers. At first light on the Robusto, you get a little bit of some earthiness, a little bit of like some white pepper. A little bit of burn on the tongue, not too bad. A little bit of that white pepper on the retrohale. Fairly earthy cigar so far, though. A little bit spicy at the front, or peppery, however you want to call it. It burns the mouth a little bit when you smoke it. It's got a little bit of a kick to it at the beginning that I don't really remember. Draw on it's pretty easy. I'd say a medium draw. It's not too light, it's not too packed. Not a ton of smoke output, but it's pretty generous. Very unique taste to it. I've got some 100% Kona coffee here. Shout out to my man Chris at 808 Smoke Break over there on Oahu. Cleanse that palate a little bit. Oh, that coffee's, ooh. Ooh. The aftertaste of the cigar goes really good with the coffee. Okay, little bit of creaminess coming through, but still, there's a generous amount of that bite, that spice coming through. When you retrohale, kind of tingles the nostrils, burns the mouth a little bit when you pull the smoke in, and then kind of lingers. The retrohale through the nasal cavity doesn't linger as long as it does in your mouth, but it's a very good pairing with this coffee. I would imagine the Dying Breed is a very good coffee stick. Still kind of earthy. But we're going to step away, smoke this down about halfway, and then we'll check in with you guys about halfway through the second third. Alright, so we're back here with the Dying Breed Ecuadorian Connecticut. And I gotta really be honest, I prefer my Connecticut's a little bit on the sweeter side. Just like the Spice Cream, the Showtime. Even the Primordial's a little bit sweeter than this. So if you've smoked the Primordial, the Showtime, the Spice Cream, and they seemed a little bit too light for you, this is going to step it up a little bit of a notch. Going to be a little bit more earthy, a little bit more of a spice, a little bit more of a bite to it. A little bit more of a pepper on the retrohale, but still a very good cigar that paired extremely well with this coffee. Specifically, that Kona coffee added almost like it made it like a salted pretzel. Like, you know, I eat the pretzel stick with the salt and you got the hard pretzel. It was kind of like that. Very pleasant combination of the two. I don't know that I would want to smoke this Connecticut without coffee. Like, I don't think I would just pick it up and smoke it just sitting around doing work or sitting around the house on a Sunday morning or whatever. I think I would probably have to have a cup of coffee with this. It just makes the smoking experience for me with this cigar so much better. It does get a little bit more creamy as you keep smoking it, but I'll be honest, it stays pretty medium as far as a Connecticut goes. I would say definitely more light leaning medium. A little bit of leather. Man, wow. Pretty solid smoke though, but you know, that could change when we get into that final third, so I'm gonna step away, finish the cigar, and I'll come back and give you guys the nub. All right, guys, so we're getting into the nub of this Ecuadorian Connecticut dying breed, Robusto. All in all, it's a really good cigar. It's a little bit on the dirtier side, little bit of a bite to it, a little bit of a white pepper bite. Does get a little bit more bitter as you get towards the end of it, but all in all, very good smoke with some coffee. Solid pairing, solid smoke. I would say that I generally enjoyed the Connecticut. Let's get to the Maduro. And we're gonna switch from coffee to some bourbon to pair with the Maduro. All right, so next we're gonna take the Mexican San Andreas Maduro dying breed and pair it with the good old Buffalo Trace. But you know what we gotta do in order to figure out what the Maduro tastes like? We already said it. Right off the bat, this Mexican San Andreas actually is a little bit smoother than the Connecticut. It's got a little bit of a burn, a little bit of a tingle on the retrohale, but for the most part, it's a little smoother, not as much bite to it as that the dying breed Ecuadorian Connecticut had. Sweet, creamy, some light cocoa, some earthiness. It's got a really unique taste at the finish of the retrohale that's a little bit tantalizing, meaning like I want to figure out what that's reminding me of. It's like a premium creaminess, a slight tingle, but then there's like this rich cocoa, almost chocolate chipish. It's like eating a chocolatey, nutty candy bar. If I had to give you something to compare it to, it would have to be that. Wow, maybe like a chocolate graham cracker? I almost don't even want to mix the bourbon with it right now. I'm thoroughly... I swear, it's like I smoke these like the first time they come in, and then I don't touch them unless there's like a quality control issue and somebody's like, hey, I need you to smoke through these because something wasn't right. And I don't remember the last time I smoked either one of these cigars. And again, it's one of those ones that's like, bro, why are you not smoking this more? Little bit lighter draw than the Connecticut, more smoke, really clean burn so far. I'm enjoying it. This is a good smoke. But let's see how it pairs with the old Buffalo Trace. Oh, it's so good. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Son of a... It's maple bourbon pancakes. Bourbon pancakes! Pancakes! What? Did you say pancakes? Guys, this is the first time I've gotten pancakes out of a cigar and bourbon pairing. Since the man himself got pancakes out of something. Yeah, it's like a chocolate chip maple bourbon pancake. It's really unique. If I was like at a fancy schmancy breakfast restaurant, I would imagine there would be something like a walnut soaked bourbon infused maple pancake. It's not as bready as I'm making it seem with the pancakes, which is why I went with like a maple bourbon, something that would be a little bit more heavy and thick. But yeah, like a maple bourbon pancake. Chocolate chip maple bourbon pancake. Man, I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel once I tasted pancakes out of something, but I'm pretty excited about it. Shit, I hop, you hop, we all hop for pancakes. I'll be back and tell you guys about the second third here in just a minute. All right, so we're back with this Mexican San Andreas Dying Breed Robusto. I'll be honest, it gets a little bit more earthy and dirty as you keep smoking it. You still get some of that sweet cocoa, some of that dirty, like a dirty chocolate graham cracker. These are literally the perfect night and day cigars. You got your morning smoke at the Dying Breed Connecticut, that Ecuadorian Connecticut. Perfect for your morning smoke with the coffee. And at the moment, the rich cocoa, there's so much more cocoa coming out of the combination when you pair the Buffalo Trace with the Dying Breed at this moment of this cigar as it goes down. So much more cocoa comes through when you pair it with the cigar. Lots of cocoa. I can't say enough about how good these pairings are. The Connecticut with the coffee and the Maduro with the bourbon. One of the better pairings I've had in a while. I've been doing some cheaper bourbon like the Ancient Age and the Jack with some cigars recently, but this is gonna be a regular rotation pairing for me, 100%. The flavor combination between the two mixed together is just perfect. It really is perfect, for me anyways. Well guys, if you haven't smoked the Dying Breed Connecticut or the Maduro, now's a good time to try them. Got the Robusto, got the Gran Toro, two completely different smoking profiles. I would imagine this would probably still go good with some morning coffee, but I'm telling you right now, it's your morning smoke, this is your evening smoke. It's literally a perfect night and day combo. Well, with that, guys, I've been JB for the Zeal Cigar Review. Let me know, have you tried the Dying Breed? What's your favorite Mexican San Andreas? What's your favorite Ecuadorian Connecticut? Put them in the comments below. And with that, guys, I gotta go see a guy about a bull. I'm out of here like last year. Peace.